Welcome to the Redvee TV preview show, supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2019 season, as we look ahead to the round 10 fixture against the Warrington Wolves back at the Totally Wicked Stadium on Friday evening. Massive, two big teams colliding, but Derby week's next week, so this week we face Warrington.
You've been waiting to use that one, haven't you? Giving it too early.
They're not a big club. Just because they keep telling us they're a big club and they pull all sorts of stunts, they're not.
No, they're doing all right marketing wise this year.
Brilliant.
Can't.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but you can't argue with that, can you?
Yeah.
And it's good to see a bit of sparring between the clubs on social media as well.
But yeah, no, they're trying their best to catch up to the big teams. They're doing all right. Both lost one games in this season so far. Both away in Catalan, which I don't think you can read an awful lot into.
No, going to Catalan is always a tricky place. I mean, they're always going to pick up wins over the... And to be honest, I thought Catalan would be almost picking up wins over here as well, but they've not quite done that yet, have they? But yeah, that's it. It's early in the season. You're expecting teams to lose games. It's not a surprise that we've both lost one and it both been away in Catalan.
It does bode well for a really good game on Friday evening though. Top of the table clash. A chance for early bragging rights. And a chance to establish, again, a 2-point lead on arrival. Warrington will be licking the lips. They always seem to do well when they come and play us at the Totally Wicked. Vice versa, when we go to the Halliwell Jones, it's like a home ground for Saints. So, not a lot in it.
No, not at all. Only one change to the squad as well for the game. Louis back in ahead of Jack Wellesby, which I don't think is a surprise. Johnny Lomax retains his place after illness struck him down before the match last week.
Poor lad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'd like to go through that.
We've all been there.
But you know, when Sky was saying he was a late dropout when when he'd been ill the day before.
Well, they weren't wrong. There probably was a late dropout.
Oh dear. But you'd imagine that. Obviously, I think someone actually said...
Toilet humour.
I think someone said on our Facebook as well, they'd seen Johnny Lomax in the airport on his way home, and he said he was feeling better, but he was still looking a bit green around the gills. So hopefully, like a week over here, he's back and
a little bit lighter, a little bit more nimble.
And to be honest,
we've missed him. We missed Johnny,
and it's a chance for him and Danny Richardson to play halfback together.
Yeah, Danny Richardson on the social media came in for quite a lot of criticism. Hard to judge away at Catalan, bog of a pitch, young half-back partner alongside him. But for me though, I'd like to have seen him do a little bit more as well. Maybe just take that line on a little bit, take the ball in. It just seemed a bit flat.
It's his first game in our setup this year. And you can imagine, well, you could almost see nerves. He put that kick in for Dom Peru and you thought, well, here we go. This is it. I said on the instant fan reaction, I'm not going to go all in on the lad. I would have liked to have seen him take the line on a bit more, but I think that's just because that's what we've seen Theo doing. But I've no doubts he has got the talent, he has got the ability.
Yeah, of course.
Let's just see if he's learnt kind of from last season and his early season at Lee, that just to mix his game up a little bit.
A little bit more of game management.
Yeah, but I mean, having Lomax next to him this week will help him an awful lot. Hopefully it just clicks back into the partnership that we saw last year. I think it was a massive ask putting him and Wellesby in, and to be honest, I know the pictures kept it fairly level as well at Catalan, but coming away with an 8-point loss isn't if you went to Catalan and said you're going to be playing a 17-year-old at 6 and a lad who's not played for us this year and he's 21 at 7, you'd be thinking, there's a chance we're going to get absolutely shellacked here.
Well, I think I pointed out on social media as well. You get tweets before a game saying, oh, this is going to be really difficult, we're going to find this really, really tough, we're going to struggle today. And then when it actually happens, everybody seems to go a little bit radio rental over it.
Yeah, you know what, I saw a lot of that in the instant fan reaction, that they weren't... When we do the 6-word match report, when we do the 6-word match report, there's two things I ask.
6 words.
You keep it to 6 words and not an essay.
Not 7.
Or 4, not
or 5,
7.
or 22.
4. Yeah.
6.
And you keep it about the game. And there were too many going a bit personal. And personal not just on Danny, but on other players. If it's not, unless it's constructive, I don't see the point, because you're just having a go at players for the sake of it. And if a player reads that and it starts affecting him, then what's the point? And I just don't see the point personally.
I don't get the. I can get being. They were a fan type. We're there to be independent.
We want the opinion.
We want an opinion. We'll be critical, but it's like people who tweet players and tell them they were crap.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
Nah, I don't.
Have an opinion, but
but
be fair with it.
Yeah, share it with us as well.
And unfortunately, we get a degree of our fan base who are quick to jump down everybody's throat and slag people off, but won't admit when somebody plays well.
Yeah.
And we could win 29 out of 30 rounds and lose the round 30 when we rest half the team, and we'd have a degree of our fan base to go, oh, that's it, we're going to lose now, not win anything. It's a balance act, isn't it? But Friday night, are you confident?
Yeah, home game. To be honest, we've lost one this season.
Just look at the cast performance.
Yeah, on a cow patch.
Wasn't even that. Pigs have been stewing in it.
With 2 half-backs who have never played together.
A couple of dodgy decisions.
Yeah, some that you would question.
The knock on the knock on in the build up to the try that was it far half where he scored in the corner.
Fuad Yaha, yeah.
Where he actually, for me, I didn't even mention in the Instagram reaction, he shoved Makinson off the ball for me. You can't just barge into a man going in a completely different direction, but
yeah, that's where I'm confident. I mean, I don't think I'm quite as confident as a Warrington fan I've seen on social media who is that confident of not only winning the game on Friday.
He's already got Champions 2019.
He thinks that because if they win the game on Friday, they'll win the grand final. Now, I'm just going to point out that it is early April.
Can I point out right now, Saints could win every game between now and the grand final, and I still wouldn't turn up at Old Trafford thinking we're going to win this.
Yeah, especially after even dusting Castleford the other week. You don't then turn around and go, we're going to win the lot. Right, there we go.
Because you only need to turn up at Old Trafford in October, and it's been sloshing it down all week, and there's been a pitch like Catalan, and Sean Wayne's been rolled out by Wigan to bring them in against you after they finished 5th.
Yeah, he's just G'd them up.
Oh, no.
He's the pre-match speaker.
That's what it is. Do you know what? And I think I seen a tweet saying, basically, if Saints don't win it this season, will they have choked? Well, for me, I would say if we do not reach the final this season, we'll have choked.
Yeah.
Because for me, at this moment in time, Saints and Warrington are probably light years ahead of the rest of the league. So if it's not a Saints-Warrington final, then I'm going to be seriously disappointed. But once we get to Old Trafford, toss a coin really, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think it's going to be a tight one Friday evening. Hopefully we get a massive, massive crowd. Warrington will bring a big following, just as we will take a massive one going to the Halliwell Jones.
Yeah, and we've got them twice over there this season as well. So.
Chance for Saints to get, 3 wins against Warrington in the bag.
There's no reason why we can't. I know Warrington fans will be watching this and going, "Oh no, you won't beat." There's no reason why we can't.
And equally, there's no reason why I couldn't dust us 3 times and we do them at Old Trafford.
Correct.
So yeah, I know we joke, but I jest in that I don't think Warrington's as big a game as Wigan, because it just isn't. Not for us, I'm afraid. I know as a Warrington fan as Warrington fans probably watching us who are going to start slating us, you need a derby because Widnes aren't coming back ever again. So you need to develop rivalries and feel loved.
Or hated.
But for us, you're just the team we used to always beat in the last minute. Saints fans only got wound up about Warrington games because I think we went 18, 19 games on the bounce without losing, and it was like, oh no, not this time, because to give you something to shout about. As it is, you're not Wigan.
Yeah.
Sorry. Put cherry and white on it all you like, but you're not Wigan. Just as you try to develop the rivalry against Wigan, and they're not really interested in you either. You like the cousin who comes round to tea, who really you don't really like.
Well, your cousins aren't going to be happy if they get an invite, are they?
as if I'd host the birthday party.
Yeah, good point.
Moving on
quickly.
Saints women.
Yeah.
off to a great start against a rival, Wigan.
Yes.
6-4 victory, really tight game. You were there Sunday afternoon for Redvee, while I was supporting the Blue Boys winning at Goodison.
Makes a change.
Yeah. But yeah, do you know what? I actually found myself at my phone on my knee during the game, watching it on the R-League app the last 10-15 minutes, because I could see, I was watching your update seeing it was 4-4, and I thought I need to see the end of this. Pressure kick for Faye Gaskin at the end of the game, slotted it over from distance. Saints come away with the deserved victory.
And she didn't look phased at all. Pardon the pun. It was cool. It was almost like a little chip over. But yeah, the game, there were quite a few errors. Can't get past that. There was a couple of power plays that Saints tried on the last when he thought they might be better trying to turn Wigan round. But again, it was a proper blood and thunder derby. There was no quarter given. Again, for the second time, Wigan had 2 players sin-binned. In the game.
Discipline's always been an issue in Wigan, hasn't it?
But yeah, they had 2 players sin-binned, and one of them was sin-binned, and it led to the penalty that Faye Gaskin kicked. But yeah, it was a good game. I mean, Saints had a 16-year-old on the bench, Darcy Stott, who came on, and there's a clip on, I think we've retweeted it from the RFL, and it's put up as Lizzie Gladman. And she hands off 3 or 4 Wiganers, doing something that we've all wanted to do, and makes yards from a lost ball. And it was just that, I mean, from someone making the debut, how cool and calm and collected they were, it kind of bred a bit more confidence through the team. We didn't really look like we were going to lose the game. Gemma Walsh for Wigan was still pulling the strings, but I just didn't think we were going to lose it. I thought it might have stayed at 4-4, but it was that bit of indiscipline from Wigan that gave Saints the chance.
And do you know what? Going to the home of the defending champions, coming away with a victory in the first game, plenty of new players getting blooded for Saints, it gives Derek Hardman and the rest of the coaching staff loads to work on, and gives the girls confidence that they can actually go ahead and maybe go a little bit better this season, and hopefully get to Headingley for the grand final the day after the men's one. So we're all going to be, well, having to get a coach into that one. But gives them confidence that they can go and win it.
Yeah, and the squad looks really strong as well. They brought in Beth Stott, Jodie Cunningham's. She only made 2 appearances last season, and she played at fullback today, which meant Rebecca Rotherham, who did so well at fullback last year, was sat in the stands.
Do you know what? I saw the squad announced, and I was looking, I think, how unlucky was she after some of her performances that she put in last season. But airtime will come.
Exactly, she'll get a chance. I mean, we keep on banging on about, we have done, about Danny Richardson will get his chance this year. Rebecca Rotherham will get her chance for Saints. And you know what? I can almost see him kind of changing it up a little bit to suit the conditions, suit who they're playing, and match up to him. And yeah, they'll all get the chance. But it was a good start to the season.
And the thing for me as well, I was corresponding with one of the parents of the Fataweef under 12 girls at the weekend, and I don't think, or maybe the players do realise that the influence they're having on the junior girls game in St Helens, that there's girls now looking up to the Saints women team and thinking, she's 16 on the bench, I'm 12, 4 years time, I could be pulling on a Saints jersey and running out there and handing off Wiganers in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's a massive thing for the girls in this town to aim for, and hopefully Saints can stay at the forefront of it.
Yeah, well, the women's game, it's an affordable game. It's inclusive. It's easy to get into. Very easy to get into. So it's got all the makings there. I mean, Saints women's next game is against Bradford, and it's at the Totally Wicked. Easter Monday. Same day as we play Hull. And then the next game is after the Catalan game, the following Sunday against Featherstone. Again at the Totally Wicked Stadium. So at least the women's team is getting that pedestal to kind of showcase what they've got and what they can do. It's great to see from the club that they've been able to do that. And hopefully then when they do play out away from the Totally Wicked, I think it's a Ruskin this year, they're going to try and head down.
To get a little bit of the following they deserve.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be people who've sat or stood and watched the women and thought, you know what, I'm going to head down there. I've got a Sunday afternoon, nice and cheap, nice day. go down and watch them. Yeah. It is a good spectacle.
So good stuff. Anything else this week?
No.
Combined Saints Warrington 13. Number 1, who would you have?
Coote.
Yeah.
Coote or Ratchford.
2.
Makeson. Golden Boot winner.
Who would you have in your centres?
Percival.
Yeah. And Nagama, Toby King. I'm going to go for Ryan Atkins. Comedy. Right, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And we will catch you for the instant fan reaction on Friday evening. The Saints players were right, weren't they? See you soon.